Now in this section we will see the risk management. So we have seen the risk, and whenever there is a concept called as big data which is related to business, it is essential that there can be any risk, and it is necessary to improve the management. That is the main effort. So from the risk management perspective, any effort to improve the management of today's large devisors of data must approach the challenge on both the fronts. And which fronts are they? It must mitigate the strategic risks associated with using data initiatives that will boost the performance, that will improve the sales and achieve the other strategic goals. Whereas the second one is it must develop ways to use big data to perform the risk, audit, and compliance the functions more effectively. Means in general we can say that the objective is to increase the gain, and we should say to reduce the pain. So while big data is already being embraced in many fields, risk managers have yet to harness its power. So, the era of data warehouses with their static structures and limited interactions path is over now. And the complexity and variety of sources are now available, including the social media, email, sensor data, then the apps, documents, and the speed required for retrieval and analysis demand fresh new approaches. And for that, there are the various phases which creates the impact of big data in various risk domains. So the phase 1 is identify roles and responsibilities. So the roles of risk, audit, and compliance professionals in supporting and developing big data approaches should be clearly defined at the outset. Means the main phase is identifying the roles and responsibilities. Because of that, they are having the new strategies, and these new strategies are generally customer service oriented, and various initiatives are launched because of that. It is essential that risk and compliance professionals should be engaged in the process of determining if there are issues which require the board level attention. Suppose we are taking the example as manufacturer, so he would not launch a new product without extensive testing. Any new information driven initiative should be thoroughly tested. Why? Because that will identify the potential strategic and regulatory compliance risk. Now, concurrent with this role, risk and compliance professional should engage education and awareness building so that they can be able to develop the proper focus on risk among marketing, research, and development. That's why it is very necessary to identify the proper roles and responsibilities. At the same time, they are responsible for making sure the board understands the issues. Which issues? Like they should have the exercising leadership so that risk management professionals are prepared to address both sides of risk related issues of big data. And that's why the next phase can be performed effectively, which is defining goals and priorities. So, after identification of roles and responsibilities, phase 2 is define goals and priorities. Now, this is also, we should say, another critical step. So, first we have identified the roles and responsibilities. Now, it is very necessary to define and prioritize the goals the organization hopes to achieve by using the big data. As with any high level function, the definition must be directed at the executive level with general board oversight. But its success ultimately depends on those who are actually involved in developing the big data approach for input as well as expertise. So these contributors includes the potential users of big data, that is we can say the strategists, marketers, researchers and operational managers, as well as the IT team and the risk and compliance professionals. So they all are responsible for defining the goals and priorities. Then the third phase comes, that is accessing the critical data issues. Now, as the goals and priorities are established, now the closely related activities accessing the critical data. Critical data means critical data related issues which are likely to arise as the initiatives are undertaken, because new initiatives are undertaken. So these issues may include the matters, for example, the privacy concern, the degree of transparency required for regulatory compliance, because transparency is required according to level, existing data loss, necessary firewalls that either exist or we should have to consider. And if existing firewalls, then they that should be removed if they are not of the proper use. So both the risk management and executive teams should be actively involved in this effort. The risk management professionals providing hands-on expertise does the counseling, and the executive teams make sure that the issues are addressed in ways that comply with the organization's long-term strategies as well as the governing principles. So that is the phase 3. Now, accessing the critical data issues, the next phase comes, that is identification of key risk indicators. So phase 4 is identify key risk indicators. Now, as big data initiatives are developed, the critical data issues which are identified upfront will help for what? To inform the risk management team, as it identifies the key risk indicators which should be monitored. The goals are to spot troublesome trends as they start to emerge in the data and to get ahead of the curve before the performance problem arises. So, in this effort, risk management professionals should be particularly alert because they need to play both reactive as well as proactive roles in managing the big data risk. In addition to monitoring and mitigating the risks that are associated with the use of big data, such as marketing, hiring, product development, they should be alert to opportunities which employ big data proactively as risk managers. Suppose we want to take the example, then internal auditors and risk managers in financial institution can effectively use big data techniques to identify fraud, money laundering, or other prohibited activities by identifying the connections among the third parties that might not otherwise will be apparent. So these are some identification of key risk indicators which can be identified. Now the phase 5 is identify the opportunities to add the value. Now this is the fifth phase of risk management. So in business, which are inherently data intensive, it is possible to generate added value in the risk management element by finding the new ways to derive the meaningful analysis, which it is necessary to derive or retrieve the meaningful analysis from large quantities of data. For example, one insurance brokerage uncovered the large scale yet still developing insurance fraud scheme by employing the big data techniques should discover the various individuals with completely different names, and there should not be any apparent relationship. So these are well connected to known fraudsters by way of interconnected telephone numbers, addresses and company names. So this ability to capture several sets of data cross-checks across various data types, and they match both internal and external data would not have been available to the brokerage. So post-crisis, the financial institutions are now expecting to have knowledge of their clients in detail. So these sources can reveal the startling information like the cost, their main scandals if they are having in finance, if they are having the terrorism financing, because all that can have the necessary identification things that will help us to know about the fraudsters. Actually, traditional approaches to anti-money laundering remain dependent on rule-based or descriptive analytics, with, but this system without automated algorithms can detect the information so drawn from the data lakes This information can augment the traditional data sources, including financial, socio-demographic, internal payments, and external loss data. So together the datasets can produce the highly robust risk indicator. So rather than waiting to review the loan client's financial reports, now it is very easy to discover the loan servicing problems. So these are the risk management phases by using which the risks can be identified as well as monitored. Now in the next section we will see the big data technologies that are important and used for the accurate analysis. Thank you.